All right, here it goes. So this is the first video that I'm going to be doing of this because I guess I'm kind of going to consider it therapy because I don't really know what to do. Um, but let's start with a preface. I consider myself an honest and open person, and I've been told possibly honest to a fault. I never thought that was actually really a true statement that it could be possible, but I realize now what is meant by it and how bad things have gone to me because of my honesty and openness. It really turns out that people do not want to hear the honest truth, and they'd rather have you lie to them rather than confront them on something that's not accurate or not truthful. So, um, in particular, why I'm so frustrated is because I'm going to court tomorrow to finalize allegedly my divorce, where the way I see it, I'm being forced out of a house that I built every room in, and it's very frustrating because I have all types of evidence that show and witnesses who will come forward, but apparently I didn't claim it fast enough, and judges don't want any surprises. It's already supposed to all be in. Um, it's not like how it works on TV, and it's divorce, so even worse. They have some specific processes that wasn't explained to me, and I think I'll do some short videos that kind of describe the process because it turns out I was really burned by just trying to go along with to move the process forward and not to argue or fight anything. The only thing I determined from the beginning is that I should be 50%, as I believe we should all be, of our relationships. We should have 50% responsibility, and that I didn't want to be kicked out of a house that, like I said, I pretty much built. Some facts about me. Well, I don't know if that even matters right now. At this point, this is pretty much just like a vent. I'm just gonna start posting things out there, and eventually I'll get into some guidance to maybe help people who are honest and open like myself and struggling, especially if somebody ends up in a divorce situation, which is unfortunate. But after 30 plus years of marriage, or 30 years of marriage plus, yeah. Wow, actually, I should take that back. After 25 years of marriage, um, I'm finding myself divorced after 23, I guess, after 35 years of being with somebody um, who I thought I had given them everything to. I certainly had given 100% of my paychecks and tried not to take anything out of it for myself. But that doesn't really matter, it appears. I'm in a pretty bad situation the way I see it from even the treatment that I'm getting from three of the four children, um, because they've been, I believe, subject to somebody trying to alienate me. I believe that they know some of it's not true, but I have a young daughter who's won't even call me her dad or father. She wants to call me by my first name, which is Tom. And man, I've never really done anything with these kids. Um, I spanked Jay until he was maybe 6 or 7 or something, then realized it didn't make sense at all. I spanked Angelina once and I felt so bad. That's when I stopped spanking Jay. It just wasn't making sense. Um, I've never hit my wife. I've never hurt her. Um, she actually, unfortunately, has hit me um, since some of the times when we first dated and even recently. And unfortunately, she doesn't appear to want to be honest with me. I don't think she ever wanted to be. Um, I believe we have some type of narcissistic relationship where, if you go through the checklist, she definitely doesn't have empathy for me. I mean, I don't know. I don't really want to get too far into one specific thing. I just want to start documenting this so, um, you know, I can basically tell myself and let people rip me. You guys want to tell me how bad I am for, whatever. I don't even expect anybody to watch this, but I'm going to put it out there. And if for some reason people watch it, they're welcome to tell me whatever they think, whether it's, bad, horrible, otherwise. Not really expecting anything. I just expect at this point that I was pretty naive to think that being a good person and being honest and open was good enough, and especially as a father and a husband. Um, and I'll get more into these things in further videos. I'll try and do more of a list. This is obviously off the cuff. This was spontaneous. I had no intention of anything specific. I just, my daughter just called me Tom to somebody else on the phone. She won't really talk to me. She's 17, and it's just pretty brutal because I'm not so sure this isn't going to be this way for life. And that's, I guess, what it is, my insecurity that, while my wife has been saying that my kids will hate me, that maybe, there is some truth to it. And I really have to look at reality and understand that I believe, continually abused. I know I have. I've documented it. But and that's what people say, document. You know what? I've documented it. But I didn't want to bring any of this up to the guardian ad litem. I did allude to these facts. There's no doubt my wife has an alcohol problem to this day. She's still drinking, and I have evidence of it. She definitely gets in these moods. I have video of her in definitely these moods. I was advised not to take these videos, but at one point I was fearing for my safety. So it's kind of aggravating. I sit here with my hands behind my back as somebody takes shots at me, and front or the back of the head. And sure, I have witness, but that doesn't matter, apparently, to the law. And really, it's because of the way that the law plays out. If anybody wants advice, I believe I'm starting to get to the point where I may be able to give a little bit of advice for anybody who's trying to go through something I am without actually going on the offensive at one point. That's my problem. I've been basically never willing to fight. I've only been willing to defend. And even in defend, I always felt I had to fight fair. And I'm paying the price because people who do not fight fair, people who lie, people who essentially are of that personality, narcissistic personalities, people who will not take fault and don't have compassion, empathy, people without empathy, what are you going to do? Like, godless people, possibly, in some case, I don't know. I believe in this case, based on admission, but the point is that life's not fair. And if you're one of these people who were like myself, thinking that as long as you were honest and open, that people would be fair to you, you should understand people are not going to be fair to you. I just didn't realize I was this gullible and naive. I was just trying to be a nice person, and I'm really paying the price right now. So anyway, that's enough babbling for today. Like I say, I will start to actually write out some outlines at least, so I have some type of script or something to follow. If you did watch this and you watched the end, I don't need a like or subscribe, that's for sure. But go ahead and leave a comment on, whatever, pathetic or whatever you feel. I just don't know that there's anybody I can talk to. I have talked to all my friends, but and if you're one of my friends, you know what? Go ahead, leave a comment. You can even do it under an alias or something. I'll know if you know me or not. And I believe most of my friends, if not all of them, understand that I'm an honest and open person. At least people who are more than just acquaintances should know that. Especially people who know me and my wife. Regardless, that's it. Thanks. Have a wonderful day. Peace.